right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. So here we are. We are in New York City in the dressing room.
Yes.
We are in the dressing room of Emmy award-winning actress and star of One Life to Live, Hillary B. Smith. Hillary, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the James and Sunda Show. Hillary, of course, you play one of the only, if not the only, Jewish character on soap operas at this point.
That's too bad, I think. But I'm enjoying it.
Hey.
Look, you came all this way to talk to me. You wouldn't have if you had them all out in L.A., right?
Do you think it's because Jewish women just don't want to get up that early?
Yeah, I do. I do. What kind of mindset do you have to get in to play a Jew?
Well, I always have always played the fact that, she's a woman who happens to be Jewish. I don't think that you start playing a stereotype or some sort of someone's opinion of what a collective group stereotype is, and it's not. She's a woman who happens to be Jewish.
Do you speak any Yiddish?
I do every now and then go, throw in the, and you went the you got to throw in the Jewish mother every now and then. Really? And you're going to talk to me like that? Okay. Oi.
Well, that's good.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. My mother-in-law would like you.
Now, what's your character's full name again? Because I know it gets a lot of laughs and it's a funny thing.
It's
Right.
Nora Hannon was her maiden name.
Right.
Gannon was her first husband. Buchanan was her second husband. Then she went back to Hannon, which was her maiden name. And then she married Clint. And then she married Bo. So her name is Nora Hannon Gannon Buchanan. Hannon Buchanan Buchanan.
Gotcha.
Wow. And I thought Sunda Croonquist was rough. All my friends out here just love the show, and they're going to be so impressed that I'm with you and that Sunda June met Hillary June, and this is like June time.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly. But I used to say Man Farsi Sobar Mikuni, which means I can speak Farsi.
Right.
And then it was Men Mecham Dachamish de Bachalam Boshi.
Wow. We are impressed in our Jewish...
Pitchvat Velenakon.
I cannot believe you speak Farsi that well.
We do like Persian accents
Right.
in our acts.
Oh,
but
yeah?
yours
Right.
just
Yours just blew us away.
blew us
Now
away.
I can't do my act anymore.
Now I can't do my act
I don't want
anymore,
to do it
yeah.
anymore.
I was told when I was over there that I spoke Farsi with an Italian accent. And then when I went to Italy and I was speaking to we got a driver there, and Farsi and Italian are very similar in their sentence structure. It's all Latin based.
Right.
And Farsi actually has a lot of French in it. Napoleon
Yes.
was big over there, I guess. Kind of ran in and burned down Darius's castle and kept on marching. So it conjugates very much the same. So it was actually just learning vocabulary, and everything else kind of fell into place. It's not a difficult language. The nuances are interesting, though, because Dakhtar means girl, and man is I, and to be is the hastam, and with the M on the end, it means that's the conjugation for the first person singular. So if I wanted to say I am a girl, Dakhtar being girl, I would say man Dakhtar hastam, right? No, because if you say man Dakhtar hastam, it's I'm a virgin.
Well, you better
I
be.
see.
That
Yeah,
would throw a rock
well
at
over
you.
there. Yeah, right. So anyway, and when I was there, the Shah was in power. It was very, very international.
I heard
very,
it was
very
beautiful. I heard it was happening. I saw
It was
pictures.
very hot,
Can
very
you tell me
happening.
about the club scene at all? I heard-
Yes,
Okay.
the Clay. We used to go to this place. But they allowed so much more to happen because I was American, and they felt that because I was their guest that they should allow
Okay.
us privileges. Her parents were very gracious that way to allow us privileges because I was American. Other than that, veils on whenever
You
we
covered?
went. Well, you had to cover when you went to downtown, to the bazaar or anything
Okay.
like that. You absolutely had to wear a veil. It just was, which is just a piece of fabric that is held over, and you literally just hold it like this.
Oh
It's
my
fine.
God.
Or you just hold it under your chin, but they don't want to see your Western clothes or too much of you.
Which is not such a bad thing if you don't want to change your wardrobe up.
But I was 17. I was game for. We had a great time.
I just hear so many wonderful stories, and we always hear the story. They always talk to me, well, before the revolution.
Oh my God, it was beautiful. First of all, when the Shah was in power. Now granted, none of these people are very good people. They all got to power in a very bloody way. But when he was there, he was putting in Social Security. That's where Ross Perot came in, and he was doing Social Security for them. They were doing that. They were trying to eliminate the have to the have-not. They were putting in this sewer system and water system throughout the cities. He was really working on the infrastructure of the city, really trying to upgrade, bring it into the 20th century. Everything was happening there. It was a really hip and happening place. And that just really ticked off a lot of the fundamentalists.
Well, they are still ticked off, and
Yeah.
I think we should go there like in our bra
Tomorrow.
panties just tomorrow.
Yeah, you and
You
me.
should wear
I
them too.
really kind of don't think that would be the thing to do, but I'd send a photograph of you in that.
Oh my God.
That would really get them.
Would you ever come out to LA and do stand-up comedy at the Laugh Factory? They would love to see you.
Yes.
You would?
Oh, yes. I have a whole persona I would love to
I
take
have
out on the
shows
stage.
You've done stand-up
do?
comedy.
Yes, 8
No,
o'clock.
my
No.
friend of mine has done stand-up, but she was trying to, she goes, you have to do it. So I thought long and hard about it, and I thought, yeah, I've done some stand-up. I
Right.
can stand up on a stage and,
Right.
entertain by myself for a while. And I did a stand-up session. I had my friend Catherine Hicklin and I, we did this thing called Soap Chicks. Just
Well,
a couple of
that's
soap
what I'm
chicks sitting
referring
around
to,
talking.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So we did that, yes. It's different with another person than by yourself.
Can you imagine? She plays with real professionals. That's the difference.
Right, and we play with not even semi-professionals.
It's just like
It's just like television.
just
yeah.
like
We're just like
television.
comedians.
We're just like comedians.
We're just like talk show hosts. But a lot of people who watch the show, One Life to Live, probably think you're Jewish, right? And a lot of people who watch our show are probably now going to think you're Persian, since your Persian was so on the spot.
the
So
mark.
get
Oh,
ready,
there you go.
Get ready for the letters.
I know, but
In
I'm
Farsi.
not. I'm like English and Italian.
There you go.
Yeah, my grandmother was Elena Margherita Vespucci Ravi.
Oh,
Bailey.
Parla molto bene italiano.
Ah,
There
grazie.
you go.
All right, I saw in your bio that you have a background in genetics. So how did you decide between acting and genetics?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I much prefer spending 7 hours hanging from my knees, stringing lights and rehearsing, than 7 hours in a laboratory sniffing urine.
I see. It was urine.
Right.
It was
Oh,
the
no.
urine.
Well, I was
It was the urine. Okay.
the urine put me right over the edge. I have to tell you. No, I was a protein synthesis that was my field,
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing.
and I was actually doing research when I was 17 on fetal ketonuria. And my job was to sniff urine, which I know, to tell whether it had certain ketones, that each ketone has its sort of own smell, and then to run chromatograms, and I was not a good sewer. I could do a lot of things, but I'm not really good at sewing. And the sniffing urine wasn't as interesting to me as,
Sniffing the money.
however,
I think I understood
However, it
half
didn't
the
stop
words.
me. I went to Sarah Lawrence to get my master's at the same time I was getting my BA, get my master's in human genetics. And again, I just started spending more and more time in the theater and less time in the laboratory.
So tell us, what are you going to be shooting today in any minute, actually?
Bo has, we have just discovered that Clint was behind my kidnapping. And my kidnapping where Eddie Ford got a little touchy-feely with me and was very upsetting. And also that Clint was behind the enlisting Inez into seducing Bo. The idea being to break us up in a very public and icky fashion. And Bo has just found out, because Inez has told us that Clint has done all this, that he's the one. So he is gone now to confront his brother. And he finds him at the stable, and Bo has a gun on him.
Bo
And I don't know where Bo is, but I know that, yeah, Bo has got a gun. So so John and I figure out where he is, and then we go to stop him. All righty.
All right, where are we going now?
Thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
I'm going up to the floor.
Fight over who got to wear the hard hat. I don't know who this belongs to now.
98 to squeeze.
Sharing you.
And the tongue should be more kind of flat when you're
And it never will
here.
be.
They take hands and boom, out they go, and a little slide to the left as they go, and you're gonna see.
It's got the bed bugs. You got that. Okay?
Chafing's next.
James, are you going to become a soap fan now? You're going to become a soap fan?
I was a soap fan for many
It doesn't
years.
smell like
My
it.
sister was in charge of the remote control, and I don't smell like it. That's funny. That's the funniest thing you've said all day.
Oh, James.
all year. And finally, 2010 is about to end, and you come out with a joke. It took her 12 months to write a joke.
Hang on to your yarmulke. We'll be right back. So, can you believe we weren't invited to the wedding?
I can't believe we weren't invited to the wedding. We must be dead to her.
We are dead to her, but we're not dead to you guys. And thank you guys for tuning into JLTV.
All right, we'll be right back with Hillary B. Smith.